Okay, so I am going to show you how to host your the HTML file on the line, so that you can actually have a URL associated with the HTML file that you created. So, just to recap, remember you created a folder on your computer, and in that folder you have your PB&J module or whatever learning experience you created. And remember, if you click on this link and you double click on it, it'll open up in your browser. But this is a URL. If you gave this URL to someone else, we'll talk a little bit next time about how the internet works and how these URLs work. But just for the sake of this, if you gave someone this URL or this right here, and let's say you texted that to your friend, and they opened it up on their computer or their phone, it would not work, because this is, if you see, it's actually pulling. It's just all it is it's finding that folder, the PB&J module folder, and it's opening the index.html file. That's all it's doing. So you want to make it so that you can host that file, the index.html file. You can host it on the web so that anyone in the world with internet access can also access that index.html file. So what we're going to do is we go to a website called netlify. I'm going to Google it because I have to remember. Yep, it's netlify.com. So netlify.com, and then you'll want to sign up. It's free. This is a free program. You can host websites on it. You can host a lot of. There's actually, I don't know if there's a limit of how many websites you can host. It's free to host websites on this site. If you get enough traffic, so if you got like, I don't know what it starts at exactly, but maybe if you got like 100,000 viewers a month or something, maybe at that point you would have to start paying Netlify money. But for our use case, it's completely free. I sign up with Google, or you can sign up with GitHub if you have it. But I have all these random emails just because I was trying to figure something out for an app that I was making. But I'm gonna sign in with this email. I've never done it with this email before, so this will be similar to your process. What is your name? You can fill in your information here. You can say school or whatever you want. What kind of project do you want to build first? Probably a web app. What best describes your role? I'm currently a teacher. What is the name of your team? You can do, it doesn't matter, but you could probably do IPNT 660 or whatever. And if maybe you wanna, you can also just do personal, because you might be using this for other things as well. So do whatever you want here. What is the name of your team? I'm just gonna say IPNT 660, and then you hit continue to deploy, and it'll say deploy your first project, and that just means like uploading your files to the web. There are ways to do it through GitHub and other things. We will talk about that potentially on another day, but I think what we want to do is just click on try Netlify drop, and here you have this place where you can actually drag your file in. You don't drag in the index.html file, you drag in the folder that contains the index.html file. So in this case it would be PB&J module. I grab this folder and I drag it in, and then you wait and it'll upload, and here you have this website. It does have Netlify in it. You can pay money to buy your own URL or your own domain. If you wanted to, it's like $12 a year if you for a lot of the URLs, maybe a little bit more than that. But for now, you definitely don't need to buy a URL, but you can if you click on this. then this is now your URL on the web. You can give this to your mom or a friend and have them check out what you created. Now, you can change this URL by going to project configuration, and then if you scroll down, there's change project name. So you can say, you have to choose something that's not taken under the netlify domain, but you could do PB&J, save. This project name is already taken, so you could do PB&J course or whatever you wanted. And now pb&j course.netlify.app is now, if you use this old URL, that won't work anymore. But because you changed it to pb&j course.netlify. And there you have it. Now, that's pretty awesome. Now let's say if you went into VS Code and you change something here in it, like maybe maybe you change step 1, gather your ingredients, bread, peanut butter, and jelly. You could say, and pickles. Now, we'll talk more about how this HTML works. But let's say you wanted to make an edit to your HTML page. Then you could save that. And then, if you want to make that change on your actual website, you'd have to go to deploys. And then you can just drag and drop it right here. And then, oh, sorry, I did the mistake. Don't drag the index.html file, drag the folder. It'll upload. And now, pickles is included here. So, that is how you do netlify projects. If you ever want to you can do another project, you can create another website, and you just click on, you go to the home page, you can click on the icon here, and this is your dashboard, and you can go to deploy manually, and then you can drag in a different folder with a different index.html file, and that's how you would create a different website. So let's say you wanted to create your own personal portfolio, or so for people with a portfolio of your projects, then you could create one with HTML and drag the folder in, and you would have another website with a different URL. So I love netlify. I think it's really easy to use, especially with just small little HTML files. So yeah, please email me with any questions if any of this did not make sense. But yeah, just go ahead, and for the assignment before Tuesday next week is just to host your website online and to post the URL in the assignment on Canvas. So yes, have a good weekend.